You say, does that...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. With the regular season wrapping up now, Richard, should the top teams start getting ready for the postseason?
Not just yet, BA, because that could cause a letdown heading into the playoffs, which is the last thing these teams would want to have happen.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Then there's Prince. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rollins in at the point. Now here's Kuzma. 4 on the clock. Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's Council, defended by Kuzma. The jump hook. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Lopez. Prince finds Antetokounmpo. From the left block. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, sometimes even Giannis needs help. The play gets him all the room he needs to strike.
Here's Yabusele. Outside Butler. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Lopez, the screen on Butler. From 10 feet away. And the basket by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got his second bucket of the night.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Here's Council. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Rollins. 23 points his last outing. Back to Prince. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Milwaukee. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Gary Trent.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Porter. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Playing Phoenix, he was nearly unstoppable. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma. Tipped. Butler against Porter. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Butler. That one drops. He ties it up. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Their last game, a win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Bona. 4-3. Giannis with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 4 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Edwards pulls it in. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Butler. And the layup is good off the glass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma for 3. Drains the triple.
Oh, good seeing Kuzma knock it down from deep. Wanting to keep getting better from there.
Pass to Grimes. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Yabusele for 3. He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Kuzma. Edwards, the pass to Butler. The 3 is up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Kuzma. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix.
Yeah, not to mention a couple of blocks, too. Making his presence felt at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Kuzma. There's the 3. The shot no good. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Philadelphia on top, leading by just 2. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
On the floor for Milwaukee, Kevin Porter is out there with Prince. Then it's Smith, then it's Green, and it's Nance in at the power forward position. Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
First one falls, and the Bucks with some changes. Livingston, he's checked in for Smith, and it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Nance. Both good from the line that time. Bucks trail by 4. Porter with it. 9 points for him in his last game. The three is up. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Doughton. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Now Porter. Still no points. To the middle. Here's Trent. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, crafty play by Porter. Tripping up the defense and opening things up for another guy.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Bona. The shot, no good. Trent outside. Pass to Prince. Porter with it. Prince, a screen on Walker. And the layup is good.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
And here's Walker. 11 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York. Pass to Doughton. Just 4 to shoot. Walker for 3. The rebound by Livingston. And so Porter will bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. Last time they met in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Walker. And another miss by Philadelphia. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Prince against Walker. Prince, the pass to Porter. And here is Green. Pass to Livingston. Trent for 3. Fires in the triple. Trent's got 5 points now this quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
The Sixers trailing. Pass to Walker. Outside Edwards. Here's Grimes. To win the cold spell. Rebounded by Lopez.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
They get it again. Rollins gets the bucket. Now it's a three-point Milwaukee lead.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Yabusele. Walker for three. Philadelphia with another miss. Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Guarded by Edwards. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the second quarter. Left side, Edwards. Here's Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss. The Bucks leading by 3. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Rollins. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they want. This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting just 28%, lacking confidence on offense right now. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. And Philadelphia making a change here. Council's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Prince is checked in for Trent. Over to the wing. Pass to Council. Outside Butler. They set a pick to halt the run. Rebounded by Kuzma.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now here's Kuzma. Antetokounmpo for 3. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
2 points. That one goes.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Here's Kuzma. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Bucks on top. They're up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
Their shooting percentage is awful. They would have been better off rolling out Ernie.
That's where you're wrong. I wouldn't miss a shot because I wouldn't be able to get one off. Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
Looking at Philadelphia, they've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. '76ers trail by 3. We've got Edwards, and it's Council in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Antetokounmpo against Edwards. Pass to Grimes. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They've got the Heat ahead of them in their next game in Miami. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. Antetokounmpo drives in. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Here's Prince. The rebound by Yabusele. The Sixers trailing. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Butler outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Butler's got 7 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Pass to Council. Here's Yabusele, covered by Lopez. Outside Edwards. Here's Butler, 5 to shoot. He nails it, and we're tied. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Antetokounmpo against Edwards. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Butler. For the lead. And the 76ers another three. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis throws it down.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Walker comes in for Grimes, and Doughton subbed in for Butler. Green's checked in for Milwaukee. Porter Jr. comes in for Rollins. Outside Walker. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, let's check out the best NBA teams from the field this season. 5th best, the Bucks.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
Prince with the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Doughton. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
Some slippage at the defensive end here in the second half, allowing the offense to establish more of a rhythm.
And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Here's Council. Hits the trifecta. Council's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Porter looks it over. The rebound by Yabusele. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Here's Walker. Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw no good. Smith, he's checked in for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Prince. And the second free throw is good. Here's Smith. Trent outside. Now here's Smith. Tight defense on him. Soft touch off the glass. Smith's got his first points of the night.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Walker in the post. Green covering. The Sixers with another miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. And now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Walker for three. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. So both teams changing it up here. '76ers trail by 5. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Trent against Walker. Now here's Trent. He's got 5. Smith with a screen on Walker. Puts it up. No luck on that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee out in front, leading by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Bucks. Green out there with Jackson. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Nance in at the 5. 76ers trail by 5. Bagley down low. Jackson on him. Pass to Hood Schifino. Now here's Walker. Clock at 4. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Outside Porter. Here he goes. And Hood Schifino pulls it down.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside Porter. Pass to Trent. On the wing, Green. Back to Jackson. Porter, the pass to Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray. And the Bucks lead by 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Releases. And that one's good. Kona. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Porter finds Trent. Shoots over Walker. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Six to shoot. Trent against Walker. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Bucks.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Outside Porter. Trent outside. Shoots over Walker. And Trent the bucket on the assist by Porter. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead. For Philadelphia, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Walker. Rebounded by Green.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Porter with it. Jackson outside. Now Nance. Now Trent beyond the arc. No good on the shot. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Walker for three. Walker with another miss.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Porter. Jackson right side. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Butler. To the inside. To stop the drought. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
The Bucks leading by 8. Here's Rollins. Kuzma, right side. And Grimes pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Here's Rollins. Rebound by Philadelphia. Council's got 4 rebounds now. 1:25 left in the fourth. Butler against Prince. The shot by Butler, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Butler. Here's Rollins, out to the wing. Antetokounmpo, left side. Oh, strong move from Giannis inside.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Bucks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Here's Rollins. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Giannis, you said these games start to matter more as you come down the stretch. Can you tell me more about that?
Just coming out here, try to play good basketball, try to play together, and try to get better. You know, we just try to get in that playoff shape and just get better.
Championship always on your mind. Thanks, Giannis.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Chris Middleton.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Corey Joseph is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Washington, we've got George. He's out there with Chris Middleton. Sarr out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Boy, nice find by Jordan Poole. I love when he shares the rock.
Here's Banchero. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Wagner outside. Banchero outside. Hits it from three-point range. Banchero's got 5 points so far.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Saw the pass to Middleton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a three-point game. Banchero outside. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. On defense, the Wizards, and it's good for two.
My goodness, that's a nice-looking mid-range opportunity from Franz Wagner. Such a good feel for when to rise and fire.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Joseph tries again. Outside for Caldwell Pope. That three off the mark. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Wizards shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Left side, Joseph. Orlando moving the ball around. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And no one has allowed fewer points since the All-Star break than these teams you see before you now. Number 1, the Magic.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Wizards making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. So it's the Wizards now, trailing by 5. And another miss by Washington. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Brian Keefe. David.
Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple of the ball. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Orlando with the ball. following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's Banchero. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range, that has been huge for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That free throw, good from Banchero. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
Now, here's Wagner. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Down low, here's Champagnie.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Banchero looking around, and the shot goes in. Banchero's got 12.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Pass to Song. Back to Poole. Five on the clock. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, this is a staple of Jordan Poole's game, folks. This is why he is a volume three-point shooter.
Caldwell Pope outside. The three ball. The rebound by Champagnie. Wizards trail by 3. On the left block, and Washington again with the bucket.
Boy, when Poole has a rhythm on his shot, it's as smooth as anyone in the league.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black's subbed in for Corey Joseph. And it's Wagner missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Champagnie. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Isaac outside. They get a hand on it. Here's Champagnie. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Wagner on the wing. Lock at 6. Inside. Here's Anthony. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Champagnie. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Shoot 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And he can't hit the second.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Tie game in Washington. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And so in the game for the Magic, Cole Anthony is out there with Black. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So, Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about two things. It's about maturity, one, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Well, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. And here are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Paolo Banchero on top.
He is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
Johnson with the rebound. Washington trailing. Pass to Smart. Here's Champagny. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got his first 2 points of the night.
I think it's crucial that Marcus Smart be able to drain these mid-range shots, right? He does a great job squaring himself up.
Anthony kicks to Black. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Banchero.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. A three-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Jones checked in for George. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Joseph comes in for Anthony. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Champagnie. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Here's Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Here's Smart. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Smart's got 7 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Johnson against Joseph. 6 to shoot. Carter with a screen on Johnson. Joseph with the ball. Holmes covering. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Franz Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Black. Pass to Champagnie. To the paint. Here's Carrington. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Magic. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Champagnie. Sarr with it. Defended by Carter. To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Okay, Mr. Poole, we see you get up, sir.
The Magic trail by 3. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Carter Jr. rises up, gets the ball mid-flight, and sends it home.
Pass to Poole. The 3. Joseph with the rebound. Joseph's got 4 rebounds in this game. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Middleton with a screen for Poole. Again, the miss by Poole. The Magic have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And Joseph kicks to Caldwell-Pope. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Banchero outside. The 10-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Banchero's got 7 points for the quarter. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now, here's Poole. He's got 7. Middleton looking it over. Sarr. Carter pulls it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And there's Wagner on the assist from Banchero. And now it's a 3-point Magic lead. Wizards have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Poole, the pass to Champagnie. Sarr with it. No scoring in this one. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Drills it from outside. 8 seconds left in the first half of the game. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Yep, it counts. Banchero's got 21 in the game. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game. Do you guys agree in a game like this, typically you go out to your superstars and say, get it done?
Yep, and we did that a lot. Why do you think I scored so much? They gave me the ball.
That's if you got enough oxygen in the locker room at halftime.
I didn't need oxygen tank. I needed photosynthesis.
And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
He's imposing his will at the offensive end. Points are coming from down low. You know what I'm saying? Ernie, you ever get low?
Oh, I can drop it to the floor. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's Joseph. George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Sarr. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the 2. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. DA, thanks. Poole with it. Defended now by Wagner. Steps back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
That's a nice fake by Jordan Poole. This guy finds all sorts of ways to get his points.
And he knocks down the first one. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28, and Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Banchero, and they pick up 2. Banchero's got 23.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Poole against Joseph. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So if I'm the defense, I'm thinking Jordan Poole is on a roll, and I need to turn off the water.
Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Magic shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Well, we know Wendell Carter Jr. offers a lot on the offensive end. This guy's got to continue to improve as a low-post defender.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Guys, what you have to love about Wendell Carter Jr. is his thirst to learn. This guy is willing to add pieces to his game. He understands he's got to be a true modern big man, and he puts in the work.
The 3 from Poole connects from three-point range. Poole's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wizards.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside, Joseph. Carter outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Caldwell Pope's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Back to Poole. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Joseph kicks to Banchero. Joseph dishes to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Rebound, Washington. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Middleton outside. Poole against Joseph. The basket counts and 1. Will go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And Jordan Poole is one of those guys who's determined to score the basketball. Nice way to finish a play.
The Wizards have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in.
One thing we know with Jordan Poole, guys, confidence is never going to be an issue. This young man has the attitude there's nothing he can't do on a basketball floor.
Puts the move on. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Wagner.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
The three from Poole. The Wizards with another miss. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Banchero. For the lead. And Starr pulls it down. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And here's Poole for 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. And stolen by Starr. Right side, Smart. Pass to Holmes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Wizards have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. That free throw good from Holmes.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Jones checked in for Washington. The Magic also changing it up. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Joseph. Both free throws good from Holmes.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
The first one falls.
Boy, to me, Cole Anthony, one of the most striking things about this young man is his confidence first, his IQ for the game, and there's a fearlessness to what he does that I really admire.
And both free throws good for Anthony. 1:09 left to play here in the third. Outside, Smart. Pass to Holmes. Here's Poole. Launches a 3. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Boy, that's a timely pass by his teammate, and Jordan Poole ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Up top, Wagner. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now Smart. He has 7. Pass to Poole. A floater. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Here's Black for the lead. Rebounded by Holmes. Poole fires away from outside. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Wizards lead by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Black. Also Cole Anthony out there. And it's Banchero in at the four-man position. Johnson's shot is off. Orlando trailing here to the inside to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Banchero's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Orlando. Wizards shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Outside, Smart. Black grabs the board. There's Vitadze, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
With some arc. Excellent D that time from Jones. Wizards have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Smart with the ball. Working on Black. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got the game tied up here for Washington.
Well, if there's any player in the league who relishes contact, it's Marcus Smart. You want to play physical? Oh, yeah, I like that.
Here's Banchero. It's good. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The three from Johnson. Rebound by the Magic. Vitadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Banchero. And here is Anthony. Back to Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. No free throws, good from Banchero.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Song. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Well, that's a nice feel right there by Jordan Poole. Just make it easy on your teammate to score it.
Poole against Joseph. And it's Banchero missing. The Wizards have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
The Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Joseph, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Over in the corner, Banchero. Caldwell Pope with the screen on George. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The Magic again can't hit. And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. They lead by 1. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Banchero. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Washington with the rebound. Down low, here's Poole. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Count it. That's 12 points for Franz Wagner.
Don't you love that a young player like Franz Wagner so willing to deliver in the clutch? Wow.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Banchero kicks to Caldwell Pope. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Magic lead by 2.
And how about the poise Caldwell Pope displayed on that possession? They needed an important basket, and he was ready and willing.
The Magic have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And that one's good, Wagner.
Franz Wagner seizes the moment, fearless in the face of pressure, big-time shot.
Here's Poole. Here's Carrington. The Wizards with another miss.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Back to Joseph. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Poole. Pass to Banchero. And they go to the intentional foul. .44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Paolo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Here's Poole. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
We've seen this guy perform on the biggest stage. Jordan Poole has established himself in big-time moments.
Middleton can't get it to go. And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Song. Now, here's Poole. Here's Carrington. Here's the 3. The shot will not fall. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Drains it from beyond the arc. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So the Magic win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Terry Rozier.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. And for Miami, Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Hero. This one for three. Gets the three ball to go.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
Morant against Hero. The floater. It's deflected. Pulls up. No good. Off the front rim. Payne against Hero. Down low. Here's Edey. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Grant, the Heat, last season, retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Pass to Edey. Here's Bane. Wells, the pass to Morant. Shoots over Hero. And it's Morant missing. The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hero with it. Jackson in his pocket. And Adebayo slams it in.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
And here's Memphis. They trail by 3. Last time they met was in Memphis.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. Outside Robinson. Pass to Ware. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Greg.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Terry Rozier, he's checked in for Miami. Hits both from the stripe. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. On the wing, Bane. And he lobs it up. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Now here's Rozier. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Pass to Adebayo. Fires for 3. The rebound by Edey. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Bane, no good. And so it's Rozier who brings it up for the Heat. Here's Hero. And he lays it up and in. Hero's got 5 points.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Jackson outside. Aldama outside from the arc. Rebound Miami. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Now here's Bane. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Hero, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And Tyler's got to love that when he has a chance to rise up.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Morant. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. He's off on the layup. Robinson in the post. Guarded by Aldama. Here's Adebayo. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
I just love the ball movement.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Bain. Aldama outside. 4 on the clock. To get back on track. Morant, no good.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
He buries it from 3. Hero's got 10 points in the game.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Back to Morant. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Give him 8.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
And here's Hero. 3-pointer. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Heat out in front, up 8. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Grizzlies trail by 8. On the court for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Huff in at the 5, down low. Jackson can't get it to go.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win. Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Jackson with a screen on Rozier. Pippen sends it home from 3-point land. Pippen's got his first 3 points of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Wiggins. Still without a bucket. And again, it's Miami converting.
Wiggins playing with a ruler as he measured that one up.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Jackson with a screen on Rozier. Pass to Huff. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Love grabs the miss. Miami leading by 10. Here's Highsmith. Aldama grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Inside. Here's Huff. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Rozier outside. Here's Jaquez. And a miss there on the triple. Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Pippen. He picked up 10 in his last game. Kennard with it. Pass to Pippen. Puts one up from 19. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Wiggins with it. Jackson in his pocket. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, we're deep into the season now. Who do you see as the favorite to win it all?
Well, tough, BA, to do any predicting at this point. You want to see the matchups and how those things play out. But, man, there are some elite teams right now that are salivating at the opportunity to compete come playoff time.
And Wiggins drops them both. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Timeout called. Memphis. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Let's see the stat sheet here for Bam Adebayo.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Huff. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Wells, the pass to Pippen. Fires from deep. Rebound Miami. Here's Highsmith. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Rozier gets the bucket. Rozier's got 5.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
Pass to Wells. Jackson outside. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Rozier finds Hero. From deep. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 12. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Got it.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
For Miami, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Rozier, the pass to Jaquez. Here's Highsmith. He's scoreless. Hero for 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Payne surveying the D. A minute 42 left to play in the half. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Payne's got 5 points in the quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A different look for Miami. Adebayo's checked in for Jaquez. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Highsmith. And it's Robinson in for Rozier. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. Here's Adebayo. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Celtics in Boston. Pass to Wiggins. For 3, Robinson. Memphis with a rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes, and we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans, and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Back to Hero. Jacks up a three. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Look at Morant work in the paint. Nice.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Ja Morant picks one up. Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Huff, and it's Jackson in for Aldama. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot from deep. Bain. And Hero grabs the board. Wiggins looking around. Pass to Hero. Shoots over Morant. And there's Hero on the assist by Wiggins. Hero's got 18 points in the game. Tyler Hero has been on display for the Heat, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Guys, thanks. Andrew, this team has set the tone at the defensive end. What's working for you?
We just got after it. That's the main thing. We just try to make them uncomfortable, test everything, and, we were converting on the other side.
It's all about the effort. Back to you.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, right now for the Heat, they've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. But something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coaching. They're going to have to make some changes in the offseason.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Memphis Grizzlies.
The free throw margin says a lot about this game. They're facing a defense that's dug in and looking way too comfortable.
Right now, they're playing like a bunch of scared puppies. Release the big dogs.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Now Morant. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Now here's Bane. Shoots over Robinson. The rebound by Wiggins.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Pass to Robinson. Morant against Wiggins. Here's Hero. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Hero's got 20.
And Hero getting to the spots where he can be very effective. That swagger he plays with is infectious.
Jackson, the pass to Bane. Off target from three-point range. Heat leading by 14. Here's Hero. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside Bane. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown. Bane's got 8. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, that sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
Now here's Morant. He's got 12. Pass to Jackson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he drops the first.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as many as 14. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you.
You love how eager Wiggins is to involve his teammates. That's a nice assist.
Pass to Edey. Now here's Jackson. Morant surveying the floor. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's the pick. Here's Hero. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
The Hero comes into the game in attack mode, going right at the defense off the dribble.
Jackson outside. Pass to Wells. Here's the 3. On target from range. Wells has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Heat leading by 10. And here's Adebayo. So for Miami, Highsmith, he's checked in for Robinson, and it's Rozier in for Hero. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in, and Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And now a moment for the 2K leaderboards. The top scoring teams in the NBA. Second, the Grizzlies.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Rozier. Again, the Heat misses.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Here's Ware. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. The Heat making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Edey. Here's Aldama from deep. Payne. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
He misses the free throw.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Huff's checked in for Memphis. Kennard comes in for Desmond Bane. And no luck that time either. Grizzlies trail by 7. To the paint. Intercepted! Pass to Mitchell. There's 1:12 left in the third. Now Jaquez, defended by Jackson. Fades and shoots. Jaquez no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Pass to Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Rozier gets the bucket.
From distance, Rozier looking confident.
Grizzlies trail by 8. Kennard passes to Aldama. Down low. Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw drops for Morant.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Anderson's checked in for Adebayo. And Morant drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Rozier outside. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Rozier's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Miami finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Desmond Bane, and it's Pippen in at the point. Here's Mitchell, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Pippen. Pass to Huff. Here's Wells. Huff, the pass to Pippen. Driving to the basket. On the wing, Bane. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3.
You got to D up Bane from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots in bunches.
Rozier outside. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped. Pass to Pippen. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And it's Rozier with the ball for Miami. They've led by as many as 14. Going inside. Great D that time from Bane. Grizzlies trail by 3. Wells, the pass to Pippen. Outside Bane. To tie it up. Highsmith grabs the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Mitchell. Now here's Rozier. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. To the inside. Here's Pippen. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. On the wing, Rozier. Guarded by Bane. Anderson gets the bucket.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Timeout, Grizzlies. A line change here for Miami. The Grizzlies making a switch here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Wiggins.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Wells. Jackson outside. Counted from distance.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Heat leading by 4. Here's Ware. Wiggins outside, from outside the arc. And Wiggins knocks down the three.
What a response here from Wiggins, marching right back and answering with a triple.
Morant against Hero. And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Now here's Robinson. Hero for three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Bane, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Ware. Bane against Adebayo. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Morant with it. Now Wiggins defending. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Heat leading by 6. Up top, Hero. Pounded by Morant. Hero, no good. Memphis has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bane, making sure he gets the shot off.
On the first, and that brings him within 5.
And such a unique player. Bane is a powerful guard with an incredibly soft touch.
And Bane drops them both.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Hero. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. He can't get that one to fall. Pass to Edey. Robinson with a double. Right wing. Morant against Robinson. Can't hit that one. So it's Miami now. Now Hero. And now we've got an intentional foul. From the line. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And the Heat lead by 6.
And Tyler Hero not shy that time.
Timeout, Grizzlies. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Wells, the pass to Jackson. Up top, Morant. Got a hand on it. And that's an intentional foul. the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Hero, one of those guys you just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
There's 31 seconds left in the game.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called, Memphis. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Bain. Pass to Jackson. Here's Wells. Launches it. Oh, he buries it from outside.
And what I like about Bain, he sees the floor well, and he's so unselfish.
And an intentional foul right there. Get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's able to hit the second one, and that increases the lead to 6. Here's Wells. No good on the 3. So the Heat win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on, but give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Tyler, these Miami fans, they are so appreciative of the effort that you guys displayed tonight. Talk about what they mean to you.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without these amazing fans right here, so we appreciate you guys. Continuing to support us through the ups and downs, and we appreciate y'all.
Thanks so much, Tyler.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyler Hero.
You know, Clark, I've been wondering your thoughts on the possibility of the NBA shortening the season in an attempt to mitigate injury.
Look, Kevin, I've long been a proponent of a shorter season. I think 65, 66 games, 1 month less on the regular season would be great. We know load management didn't decrease injury rates, so I'm not sure a shortened schedule would either, but I do know it would improve the quality of play for the players, and I think that would be beneficial to the fans.
Now Golden State's starting 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5, home in the paint. It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's LeBron. His last outing, 16 points for him. And they double up James. 6 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Moody. Launches it. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
On the wing, Reeves. He's defended by Podziemski. Elbow shot. Doncic, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Here's James. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Pass to Doncic. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Now Moody. Back to Curry for the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thanks, David.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. You can just chalk up the points when these guys get to the line. Here are your top free throw shooters for the past month. Austin Reeves, 4th.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Now here's Curry. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. That's a 2 from Butler. Lakers with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Reeves outside. Pass to Hayes. Here's Doncic. Off target with his three.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Podziemski finds Curry. From deep three-point land. And again, no good by Golden State. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Doncic. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Now Curry. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Reeves against Curry. Floats one. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Butler. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 1:29 left in the first. Reeves with the screen on Curry. Doncic way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles. Curry passes to Green. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Butler. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. First one falls for him. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Reeves the pass to Vincent. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Reeves. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. Count it.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Butler sets a screen for Curry. Outside Butler. Fires the three. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against the Grizzlies. Pass to Reeves. Puts up a three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Vincent. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Reeves. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Now, Vincent, after the missed three from Buddy Hield, sinks that one from the post. Vincent's got his first points of the game.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here's Post. Here's Curry with the three. Curry buries the three shot.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Pass to Vanderbilt. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Reeves finds Finney-Smith. Back to Reeves. 4 on the shot clock. Picked by Finney-Smith. Reeves can't hit. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Reeves at 6'5" is kind of sneaky long, and he can more than hold his own inside.
Hield outside. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Vincent, the bounce pass. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura is checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Vincent.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Reeves continues to prove just how valuable he is. I mean, he's a guy that does a little bit of everything to help you win.
And Reeves drops them both. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here's Moody. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. LeBron with it. Butler covering. Doncic outside. Kicks it out to James. No good on the triple.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Fades back. Hits the front of the rim and out. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Golden State moving the ball around. Podziemski finds Moody. Cracks in the tray. Moody's got 6 points.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
In a wide open look for Hachimura. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Butler against Reeves. Back to James. LeBron steps it home.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Golden State also making a change. Heald's checked in. Butler dishes to Green. Pass to Podziemski. Three-pointer, Butler. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
Butler stroking it nicely. Good touch from outside the arc.
Reeves the pass to Hayes. Hachimura setting the pick for Hayes. To the middle. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Three-pointer, Butler. Reeves with the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Doncic. Inside. Reeves outside. Good on the triple. And now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
Reeves punches that one home, showing off the athleticism.
Butler with the ball. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Butler's got 11 points.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
29. Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You take a look at the Lakers. They're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Austin Reeves really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
The Warriors trailing. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Hachimura out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. Good.
Boy, Curry is just such a fabulous shot maker. Really knows how to adjust his motion for any distance or defense.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Reeves. This one for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Well, their pass it to Green. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Lakers trail by 3. And here is Doncic. 10 points for him. Pass to Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Reeves has got 15.
Things are clicking. Reeves in a groove, and he knows he doesn't need to slow down. Keep it coming.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Dittos to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong, he's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
And here is Doncic after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Hayes.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out west. 4 games left on the schedule here. Look at the Lakers. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And checking out Golden State, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And, well, for the Warriors, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now here's Butler. 11 points in the game. 5 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Now LeBron after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Podziemski. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And that one misses. We've passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
And the Lakers making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Now Podziemski hasn't made one yet. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. The lead is 2. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Lakers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the technical free throw is good. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Goes up on the wing. Warriors with the rebound. Healed with it. He's picked up by LeBron. They could use a bucket. A shot by Podziemski, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Reeves with it. He's got 16. Driving inside. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Reeves has got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A moment now to check out some numbers for LeBron James. On the wing, Hield. Pass to Green. Back to Hield. Green with a screen on LeBron. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hield.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Doncic finds Reeves from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And they double up Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reeves can't hit. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Basket counts.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Reeves. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Looking to end the run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Reeves has no fear at all going against the big guys. Drawing the foul there because he's fearless.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. The first free throw is good. And the Lakers with some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Connect comes in for LeBron. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Doncic. And Reeves drops them both. The Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Spencer, the pass to Butler. Pass to Spencer. A three-pointer, no good. LA has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. It's good. Now here's Butler. Lets it go from deep. No good on that one. Austin Reeves has been on display for the Lakers. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Post in at the 5, down low. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
Yeah, you can sum up Rui Hachimura by calling him a pro's pro, a hard worker, and a guy that just continues to add value to his team.
Hachimura hits them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Curry with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. A 2-point game. Pass to connect. Back to James. Vincent with it. Now here is Hachimura. Jackson Davis defending. Hachimura, no good. The Warriors shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Now Curry. Defended by Vincent. Curry passes to Kuminga. Right side Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Heel. Vincent with the rebound. Lakers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. To the inside, and it's Connect at the elbow. Pass to Finney-Smith. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Pushing his way past the defense there, Finney-Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
Now here's Kuminga. Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Back to Vincent. Here's Connect. And here is Hachimura. Jackson Davis defending. Hachimura down low. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Spins. Curry with a wide open look. Again, Golden State.
His passion for the game, infectious. What a joy to watch when he steps between the lines.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. The Warriors leading. Here's Curry. Butler feeling out a bit. Here's Moody. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Doncic very comfortable down low.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Back to Curry. The tray. The rebound by the Lakers. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Doncic. Takes a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Now here's Curry. And here is Moody. Now Green. Here's Butler. Curry with it. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot is good off the backboard. And the Lakers lead by 3.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for them.
Got a hand on it. On the wing, Reeves. He's defended by Pajemski. Kept alive. 3-pointer, and that's good. Austin Reeves for 3. And now a 6-point Los Angeles lead. And the Warriors with possession here. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Now here's Butler. They need this. Outside for Curry. Takes the 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
The 3 for Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
No better guy to take the big shot. Luka completely unfazed.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. .54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Curry dishes to Green. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
The competitive fire and clutch ability of Green comes out in these big moments.
And he commits the intentional foul. .44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Lakers passing it around. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. No good with the triple. And a deep 3 from Curry. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Fires from deep. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Here's Moody. Butler finds Moody. Curry with it. Green with the ball. Covered by Hayes. Here's Moody. It's rebounded by Hayes. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Butler from outside. Knocks down the 3.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. You got the W, so what did you think about your performance?
You know, we got to win against team that is very competitive. They go hard no matter what. They're a great team. And, I'm just glad we got to win. We got to keep going like that.
Hey, man, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Austin Reeves.